Scorpio. Scorpio, 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 you got someone in their heart. Someone is in deep, deep reflection of you. Someone has a lot of love for you. There's such this admiration somebody has whenever they think about you, whenever they are reminded of you. It hits them in the heart with the warm, fuzzy feelings. You got someone's heart. You have the key to someone's heart. Like, my goodness. The heart is where the home is what I'm hearing as well. Anyways, Scorpio, happy birthday. Welcome. I pulled a card to just see what energy you're in right now for this collective, and the heart came out, and it's a very healing, powerful, loving energy. It is so intense. There's something in the near future that is going to be touching your heart. It's going to expand. It's going to transform. It's going to heal. It's going to enlighten you. It's going to bring in subtle clarity, answers to questions that you've wondered. And this is about your relationships. This is about even the relationship with yourself. But it feels here you're on someone's heart. You're on someone's mind. You're on someone's heart, more specifically. There's this nostalgic memory. Maybe it's a anniversary around this time. Someone always thinks back to October. Maybe you had a beginning or initiation, or there's something that began around this time of the year. Maybe it was last year, maybe it was a couple years ago, but it just seems like someone is longing for you. Someone misses you. I looked at the bottom of the deck as well, which we had the king. It could be a masculine energy. I also was hearing like right hand to God, like the love I feel. There's no denying the love I feel. I will swear to you, like right hand to Jesus, you know? And that's some powerful shit. Like that is extremely intense. Someone has like seen you as their wish come true, or someone sees you as like a prayer that they received. And it's interesting because underneath this we have agape, which this is a card of unconditional love, giving love without expecting anything in return. And then we even have the desert. So this could even be saying like you haven't had love in a long time, right? Maybe it's been a long time since you had felt those warm, fuzzy feelings, or it's showing that there's someone that you're disconnected from, because it's showing that there's been this dry spell, the desert, and then the kiss. It's like there, some of y'all, either it's been a hot minute since you were in love or had that passionate romantic relationship, or it's showing that there's someone who feels that disconnect with you, and they're longing for that. They're longing to be with you. But at the same time, there's still like a respectful, like, okay, I'm not going to overstep a boundary sort of thing. There's something coming up about that. So I noticed that at the bottom. I just wanted to share. I didn't want to spend too much time on that because this is the one that came through. It's what flew out as I was getting into your energy. So the heart. Someone has the key to your heart, or you have an opportunity over the next couple of days, weeks, whenever you come across this. I'm seeing that there will be something that is moving, emotionally moving and transformative. And I don't know, it's gonna be interesting though. It's gonna be beautiful. I sense it's gonna be a really sweet reading. So I'm like, I don't want to use those decks. I'm gonna use, oh my god, where is it? I have to hang upside down. Hangman energy. Okay. I'm gonna use the Mermaid Tarot. I feel like that's the vibe for this reading. So let's see. Show me clearly what's going on for Scorpio. Let's see what my Scorpios need to know right now. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, placed in Seven of Cups, and the Lovers. Oh, shit. And there's another card. Oh, wait, there's another. Wait. Oh, my goodness. King of Pentacles, Five of Swords, the Lovers, and the Seven of Cups. Okay. I didn't think that there was going to be that many. This is what came through so far. Wow. I mean, someone really thinks about you nonstop, or you are just, I'm hearing like you're far away, or you feel like there's a lot of distance, emotional distance. There's a lot of hurt, there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of unresolved matters. Somebody here had been hurt, and the person who did the hurting is this King of Pentacles. Is that king that we see at the bottom. There's this king who wants to bring healing, but they don't know how. Seven of Cups, they don't know where or how to go about this. And you could be even questioning or like looking at this connection and wondering like, what is this? Where are things going? Why did this occur? Why did I meet this person? You and someone might be mirroring each other is what I'm seeing. We're gonna pull some more. But wow, very intense. Someone really feels deeply for you. I'm seeing confusion though. Eight of Pentacles came out on top right in between the Lovers and the Seven of Cups. And we have Judgment and the Knight of Pentacles. I'm seeing that this is a time where you are having to move slowly. Move slowly. Sun is at the bottom, which is always a good sign. The Sun, the King of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. You guys, I'm seeing something really positive transpiring over the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months. So just kind of hang in there, right? Hang in there. Everything is going to work out for you and whoever you're connected to, because I'm seeing that this is a reading where there's a divine connection here. But there's either someone's going through a lot of challenges in their own personal life, or this is showing that in your relationship there's a lot of trouble. There's been a lot of struggles and issues, partnership problems. Partnership problems is one way to put it. King of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Like someone hasn't been making time for you, or you haven't been making time for others. People may be feeling neglected by you, or vice versa. Swap the roles if you gotta. But I'm seeing like King of Pentacles. He's a provider, you know. Money is important. His career is important. His legacy. He has a lot of responsibility he has to show up for. He is somebody who fixes things, somebody who stabilizes, grounds. He's committed to whatever these goals are, whatever his projects are. He's fully invested, fully committed, no doubt about it. But the Five of Swords tells me either this King of Pentacles feels like the effort they're putting in, it's going unnoticed, it's going like, you know, it's unappreciated, or this King of Pentacles is feeling like what they're doing isn't enough. Another way we could look at this is that there's some sort of action here, possibly the king inflicted. We'll have to clarify, but there's some actions that caused another to feel pain. I don't think it was intentional though. At least as of right now, I'm not seeing it was intentional. I'm seeing a clueless energy, or someone that just kind of like was unaware. This is going to be a complex reading, so just bear with me as I try to put the puzzle pieces together. But someone is having to take accountability or make things right. King of Pentacles, Five of Swords. It's time to make things right. And perhaps both are in the wrong. You made mistakes, they made mistakes, you know? Nobody's perfect. And I'm just seeing that you triggered each other, or there's this connection as deep, as passionate, as beautiful as it is also very confusing, or it brings out different sides of you that you wouldn't know were there if it wasn't for this encounter or for this person or these experiences. I'm seeing this is very divine, orchestrated, the Judgment over here, because I think that there's something about this connection that both like woke you up, you on your own journey, them on their. I'm seeing that this is like a very divine spiritual connection here. And even when we look at the heart, it's such a cute little cosmos, little stars. Here, I'll put it up nice and close. If it focuses, it's blurry, but there's like the little stars above the boat. It's like you'll find each other in every lifetime, in every galaxy. You're never apart, is what I'm hearing. The love is always there. The love that always keeps y'all together, connected. That's so sweet. That's so pure. Aw. So 8 of Pentacles. This fellow on top of the Lovers and Judgment. Or wait, was that? Or was it the 7 of Cups and the Lovers? I think it was this. Yeah, sorry. But it's showing that there's much needed work to be done. A lot of effort on both sides. Everybody has to come together and work together as a team. And 7 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. Someone just doesn't know where to start or where to begin. Or I'm also seeing just having a lot of different things that they're trying to juggle and trying to also make time for you, or you trying to make time for them. Like that's something that could be getting in the way. Anyways, Judgment, the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady and consistent action. There will be a breakthrough, a massive breakthrough in this connection, in this partnership. And I'm seeing this is leading to a lot of positive, a lot of love, a lot of play, a lot of fun, and just bringing back that spirit of joy and childlike energy with the sun. This feels very warm and healing, especially from where we started with the 5 of Swords. It's like, damn, this is kind of hurting. Oh my God. Or, life circumstances keeping us from one another, or misunderstandings or miscommunication, or, mistakes that were made, but finding a way to overcome that and build the bond, build the trust is the way to put it. And some of you are planning for pregnancies, or there's something coming up about a pregnancy, or like I'm seeing very fertile energy. So just keep your eyes peeled. Be careful if you're not trying to conceive. I'm seeing just like, and that could even just be symbolically, right? Just symbolically, but something is growing. Something is definitely developing and growing. I'm seeing in my archetype deck, there's a card that is called the Womb. And I've just got a glimpse of that card in my mind's eye. So it's like there's something that's growing and developing. And it's time that you just continue to keep nurturing this. I feel like the love is what's growing and developing. And it's only going to get stronger and stronger. Never weaker. The Sun and the King of Cups. This is someone getting clarity on their emotions and how they feel, because maybe in the 7 of Cups, someone wasn't sure how they felt, right? Maybe past experience could have also been bleeding into this connection. Your past, their past. Like I'm seeing that could have created a lot of illusions, or maybe like trust issues. 7 of Cups and the Lovers. There could have been wonders of like, oh, is this person seeing others? Are there other people in the mix? Are they fully committed? Are they fully invested as I am? So there could have been lack of clarity in regards to that. I am seeing clarity is going to be a big thing that comes through over the next couple of weeks, y'all. Big old clarity. Big clarity. Wow. Okay. Seeing if there's anything else. Yeah, the Lovers and the 8 of Pentacles, this is definitely screaming like work on your partnership. Great love is worth the effort. It's worth the steps you're willing to take. And that's making me think of the Black Eyed Peas song, Meet Me Halfway. Meet me halfway. But yeah, so yeah, I'm just seeing that this is a connection that like woke you and the other person up. Huge, huge, huge awakening from this union, from this partnership, from coming together. So be patient as this story unfolds. And let's clarify. Let's dive deep. Let's see. I want to use... Let me see what else I got. Okay, let's use this one. I guess I should have... Oh, shit. I didn't get them all. Hold on. All right. I didn't know. I thought I was going to stick with the cards I had from earlier, the other reading I did. And I was just like, nah. So, anyways, let's move these over. And let's get to it. A lot of blue, as you can see. Lots of blue. A lot of feels. So let's look into this King of Pentacles for Scorpio. Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. With the Six of Wands at the bottom. See, someone's definitely So first of all, we're talking about someone that you had an ending with, because Ten of Swords is an ending card. If you had an ending with somebody, someone is definitely worried that you have moved on. Someone is worried that you no longer are interested. Someone is thinking a lot about decisions and mistakes and their actions and feeling regretful over that. Like, this King of Pentacles has very, very, very deep emotions towards you. And I don't think that they've even come close to fully expressing that, because it's like they shut down, or seeing like emotional overwhelm. The Queen of Cups and the Nine of Swords, it's like they have so much they want to share, so much they want to tell you, but they just can't seem to get it out of their mouth. They can't even, this doesn't even make sense in their mind. Or I feel like this is someone who maybe they didn't have the best of examples when it came to love, when it came to them growing up. And so witnessing a love like yours triggers them in a way. And they might be scared of that. They might be scared of those feelings because of how pure it is. And it's like they don't want to fuck it up, or they don't want to get hurt, or something along the lines of that. So someone's just like deep in the feelings and overanalyzing every single encounter that you had. And Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, someone's like, oh my God, is this over? Or if this is not connected to anybody, this could be you, where you're like, oh my God, am I ever going to find love? Am I going to be alone forever? What if, okay, money, I love money, but, where's the connection? Money can't buy love. You can have all the money in the world, it can't buy love. I mean, money never broke a heart, but like, I'm just playing around. Okay, so, yeah, if somebody ended things with you, I sense they have massive regret, big ol' regret. You're on someone's mind and heart often, more than you could imagine. This is also someone who does care a lot about how they're perceived. I don't think they want you to know how emotional they are, or like the feelings that they have. They don't want to like scare you away, but like Scorpios don't get scared like that. Scorpios like that shit. That's way too many. We're not taking that. Sorry, but no. Five of Swords, we're going to look into that. Five of Swords. Why is the Five of Swords here for Scorpio? Three of Cups. I feel like someone maybe felt excluded or like shut out. Hold on. Five of Swords. Maybe friends didn't get along, or certain friends didn't approve of you or this person. Let's see. Five of Swords. Page of Swords. It's in the reverse. Okay. With the Five of Cups. It's like things were going so good. They were going so good. They were going so great. Everybody was having a great time. There was so much lightheartedness and playfulness and fun. And then something was taken the wrong way. Page of Swords in reverse. Someone wasn't seeing things clearly, or they misinterpreted something. Or maybe this is someone who wasn't being honest, or somebody who wasn't communicating how they truly felt. Probably out of some kind of fear. I have a King of Pentacles at the bottom, by the way. And then all of a sudden we go from a Three of Cups to a Five of Cups. So, and what happened? What got in the way? What caused this to happen? Because Five of Cups, we all know this is disappointment. This is loss. This is like something that had to come to an end. It's not all, the thing is, it's not all loss, but a lot has been spilt, or a lot of time has passed, or there seems to be just like, just energy of loss. And so what got in the way of that? Page of Swords in the reverse. Someone didn't tell you how they felt, or you didn't tell them how you felt. Like, I'm seeing there was a blockage when it comes to expression and communication, or again, maybe there was a misunderstanding or an argument or things that were said that you didn't really mean or they didn't really mean. It was just a heat of the moment. We'll have to keep going and see what happens. But notice how in the Five of Cups, he still has this heart chain on his wrist. It's like still got love. Still got love. But yeah, Page of Swords reverse. Someone's just not quite able to see things clearly. Clarifying the Five of Swords because it's coming from a place of pain or someone's... Why am I hearing... I'm hearing pain receptors blocked, but it's like, is someone trying to numb themselves from feeling... Because if you numb yourself from feeling bad, you're going to numb yourself from feeling good. You numb yourself to everything. Okay, anyways, King of Pentacles is at the bottom again with the Strength, and then the Knight of Cups. Someone who is wanting to... We have Two of Pentacles as well. Definitely wanting to bring healing. So let's see the Seven of Cups. There's different ways, different possible paths to take, but what's the best one? Seven of Cups. Oh my god, someone turned up the heat and it's getting really hot in here. All of a sudden I'm like, damn, I need to take my socks off, but I can't because they're like slippery. Normally, you know, I can kind of like kick my socks off just by like my own feet, but I can't. So I'm like, my hands are clammy. Maybe it's hot. Like it's not even energy. It's literally someone turned up the temperature, but maybe someone gets very like nervous and like sweaty when like they talk to you or when you run into them, or like there's something about someone just gets very fluttered and like, whew, someone turn the heat up because I'm dying. Like you get someone hot. Oof, you spicy, Scorpio, you spicy. All right, Fool. Had the Seven of Cups. Oh my goodness, this Four of Pentacles just like flew all the way to my keyboard. Two of Swords and then the Five of Swords. So someone, oh my god. Someone really wants to just like jump off this cliff and take a chance, but they're holding themselves back big time. They're indecisive or they just don't know how to go about it, / the past or whatever beef, okay? Whatever happened, squabbles, drama, whatever that occurred, that's the biggest hang up. And someone really wants to. They really want to jump right on in, but they are holding themselves back with all their might. All their might. And then we have a Three of Swords at the bottom. So someone's either like, oh, I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want to get rejected. Four of Cups, Four of Wands. I don't want to... Someone's afraid of not being good enough. Someone's afraid that they don't have what it takes. Or I'm seeing that there's like a lot of, look, we have a Seven of Cups and an Eight of Swords. Someone's really just not able to see themselves in the right light. They're looking at themselves in a negative light and they're thinking in a very restricted, limited way. There's an inner blockage here. They're having to overcome that. And I'm actually seeing that they will. Judgment and Justice. They will overcome this blockage, but someone has got to get over their fear of like rejection, because on the other side of rejection is exception. But yeah, so maybe there's like history of someone being rejected constantly and that's like one of their fears, or like that's something that's holding them back because they're kind of convinced like, oh, I'm going to try and it's just going to be shut down or it's not going to go anywhere. Pride, ego, all that jazz. Five of Swords just screams that like someone is not wanting to be vulnerable or someone wants you to make the first move sort of thing. Someone's really just truly second guessing themselves and questioning, is this the right decision? Is this the right path? Should I even go for this? Should I wait? Like, it's all over the place. And so you may, like, go into the next card, the Lovers, you definitely may be mirroring one another. You could both be feeling those exact things and you're literally matching each other's freaking frequency. The Lovers, let's see what the Lovers is. Death at the bottom. Why is the Lovers here for Scorpio? The Five of Wands. Okay. Talk about the Lovers. For Scorpio. Five of Pentacles. You're getting all the fives in this reading. Five of Swords, Five of Cups, Five of Swords, Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles. You're getting all the fives. My God. Some of the Lovers, 7 of Cups, and Judgment. Wow. And then the King. Look at the King of Pentacles. He's been here this entire reading. This is the third time. And then we go back to the archetype with the King. Heavy masculine energy. So we may be reading for this King, or we're picking up on the masculine in this reading. But so, my gosh. I mean, first of all, this 5 of Wands. You and this person may have a lot of problems or like a lot of issues, or just the way that you show your love may be very, very, very different. Your experiences of love growing up, the experiences that shaped how you love, how you receive love, what you perceive as love, all these circumstances that definitely create a bit of this conflict and bit of a bashing of heads. You may be complete opposites in some ways and yet very similar in other ways, but I'm seeing that like there's a lot of sometimes y'all don't seem to be very compatible. Hence why 5 of Pentacles. You're like, oh my God, we're getting nowhere. I'm done. Get the fuck out. Get outside. Move out. Something like that. Like 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. This is now where we have silent treatment. We have the avoidant energy. We have someone who is shutting down. This is the energy of also abandonment. This is all these wounds, all these triggers just bubbling up to the surface and creating a lot of like it's dysfunctional, right? This isn't functioning. This isn't working. This isn't healthy either. 7 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles is just like, well, now what? Where do we go from here? What did I do wrong? Or it's just a blurry mess. And it's feeling very, right, you might be having a hard time seeing how could you even work things out. Right now you might be feeling that, or your person's feeling that. It seems like there's just a lot of chaos and confusion. And then, but the good thing is, the next card after the 7 of Cups is Judgment. So this is like energy of rising above these troubles, struggles, these challenges. There's a way out of this. Shout out to Pluto. Good old Pluto energy, shaking shit up. Especially in Scorpio season. We just started Scorpio season. Happy freaking birthday. It's going to be interesting. Whatever Pluto and all the scorpionic energy in the air. Pluto's in Aquarius, Scorpio, it's great, that square. It's definitely bringing things to a head. It's bringing things to a head. That's all I can really say right now. But there's divine intervention. We have Judgment coming out twice in this reading. This is meant to happen to show in both people's lives the weak spots and also the strength that you have, like the strong points and the weak points within oneself and within each other and within this relationship. So it's all being highlighted of like what needs to change, what could be improved, what we gotta evolve from this, right? Phoenix rising moment. But instead of it just being like a solo Phoenix, it's 2 Phoenixes rising together, right? Able to shed the energy of the past or what didn't work out in the past. This is a need to do things through a different way. Completely different way, completely different path. King of Pentacles, you're back. What you gotta say? King of Pentacles, the World, and the 4 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. So this, I feel, are we gonna call it this King of Pentacles? Because I think this King of Pentacles got to clear a little bit of these karmic cycles. I don't know where the Queen of Pentacles at. Where's she at? We have a Knight of Pentacles. Where's the Queen at? We have a King of Cups. Where are the Queens at? So this is the masculine. So I feel like there's a masculine energy in both, even you, right? You, I don't know what your gender is. Don't fucking matter. We all got masculine, feminine energies coming up in this relationship. The divine masculine is having to confront itself, and it's having to like reroute and make some changes. There's karmic clearing, we could call it that. The thing is, there's been a lot of avoidance, right? 4 of Cups, 9 of Wands. There's been the defensiveness. There's been an avoidant vibe. There's been I'm just going to ignore this. I'm just going to pretend it never happened, or this is too uncomfortable, so I'm just going to like push it down, sweep it under the rug, tune it out, right? She's got her headphones on. She's tuning it out. And she's feeling, he, don't matter, but she's feeling justified. Like, I have the right to be this way, or this is who I am. I'll never change. Like, I don't know. That doesn't really feel like Scorpionic, but it could definitely be Scorpionic energy. But it keeps showing up with this King of Pentacles. And King of Pentacles, if this is like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it doesn't have to be, but this is King of Pentacles. He can be pretty, if we're talking about a shadowy aspect, he can definitely be very stubborn and like set in his ways. I guess that could be Scorpio too, because you guys are fixed. So, but the Spirit says, hey, we could work on this. Eight of Pentacles. We could make some improvements. We're here to learn, grow, and evolve as spirits in human bodies. None of us are perfect. We all are here to grow, learn, evolve, and help teach one another. And you can learn from this. There's lessons you can really, truly evolve from here if you have given this the opportunity, if you want to give this the opportunity. So I was seeing with that 4 of Cups, not 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, there was a bit of that defensive, like, oh no, I don't need to change my ways, or I don't need to improve. This is just how I am. But Spirit's kind of like divine intervention, being like, well, too bad, like, you're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to face this sort of thing. So, oh boy, what a reading. All right, 8 of Pentacles. Why is 8 of Pentacles here? You both got some work to do. King of Wands in the reverse. King energy. Needs to heal. Oh, okay. Chariot. And then the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. 4 of Wands at the bottom. Sorry, I got like a tickle in my eye. So, it's not the easiest, right? That King of Wands reverse, there's part of you that just wants to fucking give up. You're like, I don't have the confidence in this. It's not going to work. It's just, we're doomed. King of Wands reverse can be a non-committal energy, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It can show resentment. It can bring up anger, just a blocked energy. This can be where our ego gets in the way and we try to be controlling, or we do things to inflict certain reactions or make people feel certain ways. Sometimes it's a manipulative energy. All right, so this is something to be worked on. The Chariot and the 8 of Pentacles. There's much needed improvements. All right, King of Wands in the reverse. He's kind of driving with his eyes closed. That's not really responsible. That's not, you know, and what we're clarifying, 8 of Pentacles. Someone's just got to get back on track. Why? I kind of want to see, let me just, why is this King of Wands in the reverse? Empress. Sun is at the bottom. So this King of Wands in the reverse with the Empress is saying like, oh, I don't need a change. Okay, so are you a princess? I thought you were a king. Are you a princess? Because this king wants to be the Empress. This king wants to be the Empress, be like, I don't chase. But you're the king. You're supposed to initiate. You're supposed to take the action. They're the actioner. Like, you're the one, you're the king. You're supposed to be ruling the kingdom, right? Like, that's your job. This king is like, oh, I just want to receive. I just want to receive. I don't want to do the work. I just want to receive. That's what's going to make me happy. So the fact this King of Wands actually has to Chariot, 8 of Pentacles, put in the effort, and it's out of his comfort zone. It's like having to dust off, like that. It's like, what am I seeing? It's like gears that are needing some lubrication. Fuck if I know. Okay, Judgment. Let's see why Judgment's here. Someone's gonna have a wake-up call. If they don't act soon, they're gonna have a wake-up call. Spirit's gonna be on their ass saying, hey, let's get to going. It's go time. Time of Judgment. Queen of Wands. Hey, there's the queen. Where you been? This entire reading. King, king, king. Where's the queen? There she is. feel like the queen is a source of inspiration. Why do I almost got the smell of cinnamon buns for some reason. It's like 8 p.m. No one's baking cinnamon buns where I'm at. No cinnamon buns. But for some reason, it got the smell of like either dough or like yeast, like bread. Comment down below if that's you. I don't know why I got that smell, but it smells good. All right, talking about the judgment. Justice will be brought to the situation. Queen of Pentacles. There's a queen. Oh my goodness. Hey. And the moon. The Four of Wands at the bottom. Something about this queen, this divine feminine who is the source or the inspiration that is like pulling on this king to get his shit together. That's how will I put it. Now we can receive, right? You know how we're like, oh, he wants to receive, but he's like, there's this need to take action. And then once you get going on that path, then you can sit back and receive and see what else comes towards you. But it's like, in order to get that momentum, you got to take the first step. You got to follow your heart. You got to listen to your heart. So that is what is happening here. I'm seeing something that could be transpiring from now to the new moon in Scorpio, beginning of November. That might be relevant if you're listening to this reading within this time frame. I'm seeing judgment with this energy. The feminine here is very mysterious, and she's not revealing all of her cards open or all, I can't fucking speak, all at once. She's not revealing everything all at once to this king. It's like, I'm seeing a little bit of a game here. A little bit of a game going on here. It's like, let's see, Four of Wands, Ace of Wands, and Strength. Gets the interest and the momentum though. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so we don't have a whole lot of time left. I gotta go soon. Knight of Pentacles and the Sun. Knight of Pentacles is like a very determined, consistent, loyal, I have a plan, I'm gonna stick to it. We have Strength. Two of Cups. And the Six of Pentacles. It did try and flip itself sideways. It did try to flip itself sideways. Something's a little off balance. Something's a little off balance. Not too crazy, but there's the need to make things more fair, more equal. King of Swords at the bottom. I think the king's gotta act up. Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles. All right. Good. Cool. Cool. Someone's definitely learning. Someone's definitely evolving and growing and shifting for better. So clarifying this Knight of Pentacles and how we're saying, hey, take it slow. Do not rush the process. Take it easy. Have a plan or be intentional with the steps you take. And especially as you are, I'm seeing like a rebuilding of a foundation or strengthening a bond that's already like existing. Rebuilding trust or building trust, point blank, especially if this is someone new. It's like building trust within one another. There's an exchange happening. We have two cards, Two of Pentacles, or not Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Both those cards represent an exchange of energy. And especially with this Strength card, this is building trust. That, hey, I'm not going to hurt you. You're not going to hurt me. We both on the same page. We both want the same thing. Okay? Let's just take it slow. No pressure. All right, I'm seeing a guarded energy, King of Swords, very guarded, but he's serious, he's honest, he's not bullshit, and he's not lying. Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles definitely looks like there's been a lot of awareness that has been unlocked, a lot of realizations, a lot of growth. Okay? The Sun. Talking about the Sun for Scorpio. I mean, it feels like positive outcome, y'all. Very positive. Let's see. Why is the Sun here? The Page of Wands. Yeah, there's hope, there's optimism, there's this childlike excitement, pure bliss is what I'm seeing. Just feeling lighthearted again. Things were just, I don't know what the heck happened. Oh, look, hey, King of Cups, motherfucking king here again. Things were seeming to be very intense, right? Through like a lot of this reading, to be honest, but looks like things are lightening up. King is becoming more playful, more open, more vulnerable, less rigid is also what I'm hearing. We have a double confirmation with this King of Cups. Okay, so heavy masculine energy is going through a big awakening and also getting through some personal changes, especially in terms of their money, career, finances, and their confidence in themselves, in their body. Anything about this King of Cups? We have a Magician in the reverse. Tell me about the King of Cups, Hangman, and then the Two of Wands. So this, as I'm talking about this King of Cups, King person, this King person definitely has had a lot of, I'm hearing, life-altering circumstances take place that were beyond their control. I'm seeing this King of Cups really had to go through this awakening and having to surrender, having to completely adjust and change their viewpoint. And I'm hearing like renew their sense of faith within themselves, within spirit. This is somebody who felt powerless or lack of control within themselves, within their life, or like growing up. And I'm just seeing this as somebody who is starting to recognize, hey, I have the power to change my reality. I don't have to stay put or stay stuck in this cycle. I don't have to continue to keep repeating this lesson. I can choose better. I can show up better. I can like, let's see what's at the bottom. 7 of Swords, Temperance, and the 6 of Wands. I'm seeing someone who sabotages themselves constantly. Somebody who they want good things, and when it finally comes towards them, they just like burn it down, or it's like there's a quality they've had to work on feeling worthy or something like that. Y'all, this is too much. Okay, one last card. 7 of Pentacles. What y'all can expect. Heavy stuff, y'all. Can't speak. My ear is ringing. My ear is ringing. All right, 7 of Pentacles. Let's see where things are going. Emperor. More masculine. It's the shout out to the masculines watching this reading. 7 of Wands reversed. Let's get one more for the 7 of Pentacles. Knight of Wands reversed, and then a Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Page of Cups. So this Emperor / King / masculine, this has been the entire focus on this reading, having to work on being more open, less guarded, because it's safe, right? 7 of Pentacles. This is a safe place. This is safe for you and this person to build a life together. So the Emperor and the 7 of Wands in the reverse, they're having to not always be on the lookout or be on guard or be ready to just like defend. And that's something that is probably against this person's nature. This is something that's deeply ingrained. I'm hearing like they're not used to the love that you give them, or you're not used to the love that you're receiving. So it's going to take time, because I'm seeing this as like a fight or flight. The Knight of Wands reverse, it's like it gets triggered to like, oh, I just want to run and hide and avoid or pull away. There is that instinct of like, oh my God, this is safe. I'm not used to that. I'm used to chaos and destruction. I'm used to, drama. I'm used to conflict. I'm used to this unhealthy love. So because the heart is here, and this is bringing in healing, it's revealing, healing and revealing. It's revealing the deep wounds that have to be cleansed. And if you've ever had to disinfect a cut, that shit burns. So who wants to do that, right? It's like, you gotta hold your breath, just slap that ointment on. It's gonna sting, it's gonna hurt, but it's gonna help speed up the process, it's gonna help heal properly. So anyways, then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Again, more of this suggesting take your time, slow and steady. This probably isn't going to just change overnight, and that's for the best. And you don't want this to just like okay, let's just move through this quickly. And then you end up resorting back to old ways, you and this person, old ways. Like, in order for this to be successful, it's recommended to ease your way into this and to take it slow and to be intentional with each other and be open and communicate, because that's at the bottom. Page of Cups, communication, y'all. Going to be highlighted during this Mercury retrograde. We're in the pre-shadow right now, and you guys are going to be feeling it, especially when Mercury's already in your sign right now in Scorpio. It's going to move into Sag next week. And then after a little while, it's going to go back into Scorpio, and we'll be back where we are like today or last week, or, you know, so just lots of deep talks to be had. Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords, but just come correctly. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Someone impulsively blurting out a bunch of their feels, and the Queen of Swords is like, okay, let's have a calm discussion. Let's not get too emotional about this, okay? Let's try and work this out like adults. I don't know. This is the reading for you guys. Okay. I'm going to leave your reading here. I hope this helps. I love and appreciate you. Shout out to the kings watching this reading, because the king just was consistent from the very first cards. So I wish you all the best. Good luck. Happy birthday. Private readings available down below, and I shall see you later. Bye.